7 Bananas of Doers. Let's go and get into this new segment with CNMI Governor Ralph Torres right here on the link. It is Fit to Lead. Good morning.
Fit to Lead, COVID Weekly with Governor Ralph Torres, paid for by the Office of the Governor.
All right, and let's go ahead and welcome to the show with CNMI Governor Ralph Torres. Good morning, Governor. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning, Dan Tiro.
Gov, let's just get right into it. So this Fit to Lead, guys, it's going to be a weekly segment here on the link. And for starters, we're going to get Governor Ralph Torres on this week. And I know that, Gov, you're going to get, friends, different officials on to talk about just a bunch of different subjects. But we're starting with you first. And, in case, Gov, people are wondering, what is this Fit to Lead? Can you kind of start from there? I guess the beginning is always a good place to start. No, so this was a conversation that you had with Frank the Crank, right?
Yeah, well, first I was actually first I spoke to my wife about just trying to get back into being healthy, and I've kind of neglected staying healthy. There's so many things happening here in Saipan, from all the typhoon and the pandemic. And just seeing the whole holiday, people that we love has passed on, and seeing my weight gain. So I started to do this personal commitment to prioritize my health. And then Frank came on to do the challenge. So we are working on it. I took that challenge to put that extra effort and extra commitment, because, health, and Frank said that last week. He said something that if you don't take your time to take care of your health, then later on in life, you will have to make time to address your health issues or something in that matter.
Right,
so
yeah.
I rather make time today to address my health issue and utilize my time later on, spending it with my family and my kids. So with Frank getting on and doing the challenge, it has put me into a different category. And I told Frank that last week or so. I said, Frank, let's say, Brad, every time I see fritada, Brad, I think of you. So, yeah, it's been really great. I think we're going on our fifth week, I think, or sixth week. Definitely feel a lot better. Doing a lot more working out. We have different organizations here that has been wanting to assist and to offer their program. Over the weekend, we had a Magahaga Eagles Club, which is the ladies club, and they had a fundraising, but it was through Zumba. So that was a whole different type of fundraising. Normally you have fundraising, you have your beer, your food,
right,
and you dance. But this one is it's a Zumba fundraising, which I thought was really awesome. They had, I think, way over 100 participants.
Gov, do you Zumba?
So with Frank the Crank, I did a little bit.
Gov, a lot of people, when you look at Zumba, right, and you think, oh, it must be easy because it's a lot of older people doing it. It is not easy at all.
No, man. I think for starters, I think you should use Salumpas or Bengay first. Kind of warm it up. Warm the joint up, because it's not as easy as it looks. This guy's been doing it, right? Yeah. Well, I think Chris, the whole thing here is that once you get into the groove, I think, or the drive, it gets things, makes things a lot easier.
Yeah.
And you start to enjoy it more than a drag.
And Gov, is that kind of what it's been like for you? Because you mentioned you're going on, week 5 of this commitment to be fit to lead. So I know, just from my own experience, it's always like the first 2-3 weeks that are the hardest, right? Where you're just trying to get used to it. But, I'm thinking by week 5, you must really be hitting your stride, Gov.
I'm happy. I'm happy with my commitment and the results. Obviously, one of those that you can always do better. You can always cut more and do more. But honestly, I wake up every Monday to Friday, 4:30. I get to the gym by 5, and I work out for an hour. And then last week, Derek also came on. Derek Cutting came on and also, talked to the cabinet and just some of the healthy eating and just portions of what you're eating and in moderation. And I also met up with him a couple weeks ago. So just the little things goes a long way.
Gov, when you because I saw a story that you had challenged the cabinet, right, to join you on this fitness journey.
Well, I don't want to challenge the cabinet or call them out, but I encourage the cabinet and call them on in terms of looking into prioritizing their health care, their health, fitness. I'm not asking any of them to get on the gym at 5 o'clock in the morning or cut down all their rice because I'm doing it right, and so I understand the challenges also.
Yeah.
And realistically, it doesn't just change. It's not just you. It's a family thing. At home too. I mean, we're cutting down a lot of processed food, and so just little by little. But I think this whole process here, it's the long term, right? So it's a lifetime. It's a life changing. It's not a weight loss that I want to do in the next 6 months and then call it quit and I met my goal and move on.
Right.
It's gonna be something that it's for life.
Gov, is it tough? I mean, especially you being the governor, right? I'm pretty sure you go to a lot of events, and in our culture, right, the number one thing we do at these events is, hey, go and eat. No, Munga, never mind, go eat. Oh, what? You don't like our cooking, So is it hard for you to kind of like, I mean, not say no, but to just watch what you're eating when you go to these events where people sometimes you get offended if you don't want to eat.
Yeah, to a certain extent, the answer is yes. It's very difficult, but honestly, I think the community has been very supportive. And when I go to places, they actually would put more salad now and just offer fruits. And they also kind of look like, well, they know I'm on this challenge, this health thing, and they don't want to serve me something that's not as healthy. But I do get once in a while when they say, Governor, or, the elders, they say, boy, sagi fan seeds of cupcakes, I made it. Sagi masya one bite. And so, when you get to that, you're like, okay, well, this is going to be one of those, I'm going to do extra run, just to make sure that it's good.
So there you go.
Complaci, right?
Yeah. So you're saying no
Yeah.
to everybody but the elderly baking. Now you're saying yes, but for that only one bite. One bite. That's it.
Listen, you gotta give and take. So if an elderly asks to try something, 99% it's gonna go through.
Well, they know what they're doing. Gov. Can you you talked about family, getting the family involved, right? And I think that's something that, I mean, even with me, when I made a commitment to try and get healthy, you hope that you inspire the kids, and my boy Channing is he got back into sports, and he's seen a lot of, weight loss. And so is that kind of what you hope for your family and just the people of CNMI, that they see you on this journey?
Well, Chris, you don't know my family. My wife and my 6 kids. I'm the only one that is carrying around 50 pounds sack of rice, So I'm the only one that's overweight. And so for them, it's just to make sure that they're there and to encourage me that you're doing a good job, keep it up. I've talked to them about doing extra workout or just walking by the beach one of the evenings during the week or the weekends, and they're all up for it. My daughter plays sports. She plays basketball, soccer, volleyball, and all my kids are pretty healthy and pretty athletic. So I'm the only one trying to spend more time with them, and that's where I realize that I can only play so much with them, and then I get exhausted.
Wow.
And so going to this fit challenge, I know and I've seen the difference that I now get to play with them much longer. Yesterday I took them go fishing at COP by the shoreline, and I was able to hang out with them for a few hours, like the whole few hours with them. So that was really good, and I see that changes. So yeah, it's a family thing, and we're trying to reach out to other family members that it's okay to start, and it's okay to start slowly. And that's why I always say it's one day at a time and one meal at a time. And you can't expect results anytime soon, because if you do, you'll be disappointed, and you lose the drive and the determination. And so it's a long-term process.
Gov, when you talk about long term process, what are your some of your goals for this journey?
Honestly, at the end, obviously, I want to lose weight, much more. I've been looking at some of my Senate pictures and videos when I was Senate president, and I was talking to First Lady last night. So I was the Senate president when I was 33. I don't know what that weight was, but I want to go back to that look. The age is different, but at least the weight.
Right, right. So that's your goal, Gov. And I mean, when you talk about seeing the differences, the results, I know they don't come all at once, right? But you do feel those changes, right? Because you've been at this for a few weeks, and you do. I mean, I don't want to lay it on too thick here, but I feel like you got to kind of glow to you, Gov.
Thank you. But I'll tell you, the pandemic, right? Pandemic has taken a toll to everybody. I mean, seriously, the exhaustion. I mean, you know the effort I've put into it. I mean, for every flight that came in 1 o'clock in the morning, I mean, we're real challenged. And eating healthy was not any part of the spectrum of hard work from
Right.
the working hours. It was never what's healthy to eat. It's about what's the next meal, because we need to get on to other things. And so now it's really taking time and say, in order for me to put back my time and to do better, I need to start taking care of my health, because if I don't, then I won't be able to provide better solutions for the people of the CNMI.
Well, Gov, and I think that you've been clear that that's really kind of at the center of this journey is not only being able to provide for the people of CNMI and to be there and to be healthy enough to make the best decisions, but to also be there for your family. I mean, I think that's noble, Gov.
Man, Chris, my oldest one is 16 years old, and my youngest is 6. And imagine having 6 kids, and I'm 42 years old. At the rate I was going, it's not a nice view and not a nice picture. So I want to change that picture where 10 years from now, I'll be playing with them and doing more sports with them, hanging out with them, and be part of their journey. What's the success and the challenges that they go through? I want to be part of their life. And I'd rather be part of their life than them setting aside some time to come visit me at the hospital. I mean, knock on wood, right? God determines where we go from here on. But at the end, again, we need to put our share in. And that's what I'm trying to do.
Gov, are you encouraged by the response from some of the cabinet officials, like the Defense Commissioner and the IRP and their staff, and also the Bureau of Women's Affairs? They kind of jumped onto this Fit to Lead journey, right?
Man, Chris, I tell you, these guys, we have over 100 DFAMs have registered to go to the gym. I mean, at 5 o'clock in the morning, every time I go to the gym, there's always DFAMs there. DPS and correction, they have their own mini gym that they're working on. I mean, we have other departments called, I can call out the names of the department that have actually taken the initiative as a team to do their walks after work. So we're working on also to do a executive order or a memo, so to speak, to encourage our government employees to take 2 hours admin leave, 2 hours every week for self-care. And acknowledge some a very difficult time at home to prioritize their time for self-care. But if we can incorporate that into the government hours, it's also good and beneficial for the government and for the people that they serve. So that should be coming out soon.
All right, you guys heard it here first. So, Gov, let me just recap that executive order coming soon. This would give government employees the opportunity to avail of 2 hours of admin leave for self-care, exercise, that kind of stuff.
And so we're working on the accountability, right? So you can take 30 minutes off every day, or up to 2 hours, right, and go to the gym or do walk. I mean, we're working on that accountability. Right. But at the end, we want our community and our government workers and employees to know that take this time to prioritize your healthcare and for self-care. It means a lot and it'll go a long way.
Thank you, Gov. I'm really excited about this segment of Fit to Lead, and I'm glad it's off to a great start. In closing, did you have any message before we let you go?
No, I just wanted to thank all the communities, everyone that I've met. I've actually been very encouraging. They also give me the motivation. So I want to thank all of them for giving me the courage and continue this drive. It's so nice when you go to different places, you meet different folks, people that you don't know, that you've never met, thanking you for this drive, this challenge, because it's also affecting them and is making them have a priority. So it's really good, and I want to thank you too, KUM, for having this episode.
Thank you, Governor.
Anything else?
We're good,
Anything
Governor.
else?
Catch up with you next Monday.
All right, take care.
That's
Have a
that.
good week.
Okay. There you go.
All right.
Governor Ralph Torres, Fit to Lead, right here on the link. Good morning.
Fit to Lead, COVID Weekly with Governor Ralph Torres. Paid for by the Office of the Governor. Subscribe to our KOAM News Digest, our weekly email newsletter with all kinds of information straight to your inbox. Just subscribe and we'll make sure to keep you informed and entertained with news from the KOAM News team, what to watch on NBC and CBS, and the latest promotion